Hey y'all, it's Zach, and I just want to say thank you for making my 28th birthday great. And this is to anybody who said happy birthday on Facebook, anybody who sent me a text, anybody who sent me a Snapchat. I think though that this is like a really good time to think about the juxtapositions that are in our life, and particularly I've been thinking a lot about mental health lately, and it just so happens that some of the worst weeks of my life, that might be a little dramatic, but definitely some very trying weeks of my life have happened at the same time that something like my birthday is happening, that I'm supposed to be celebrating and happy, and everybody expects you to be happy, and it's just been really weird for me to think about. And I want to take time to talk about mental illness and mental health, because I have been diagnosed with major depression, and I don't always talk about it in ways that I should, or ways that I would feel comfortable doing. And so I started thinking about this because one day I took a hiatus from Snapchat, which to those of you that follow me on Snapchat is probably like, oh my gosh, like that's unheard of, because like I love a good Snapchat story. And I took a hiatus, and people messaged me, texted me, sent me snaps like, where are you at? Where have your snaps been? And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I was just not snapping because my life was not happy, and I didn't feel like people would want to see that. So it kind of woke me up though, because like my life is my life, and like depression is a part of that, and I feel like people need to know that. And so then I started sending snaps of like, woke up, had panic attacks last night, didn't get a lot of sleep, I've been very anxious. And then I started getting different kinds of messages, which were, how are you doing, Zach? I'm worried about you. It sounds like you're going through a lot right now. And I definitely appreciate all of those messages too. I think it's just that we don't ever take time to like allow ourselves to acknowledge our mental health, and I've struggled with that because I've had it used against me before. Like people have told me like, you're too sensitive, or I don't know how to talk to you because you're so emotional, even though they know that I do have depression, or I am seeking counseling, or things like that. And so it's taken a lot of work for me to switch the narrative from I'm too sensitive, I have too many feelings, I have too many emotions, to switching it to a narrative about this being a strength of mine, this being something that contributes to the kind of person I am and the kind of professional I am. And so that's like what I want to celebrate tonight. I do have depression. I am a depressed person. And that's part of what makes me great, just like all of the other things about me. It makes me great just like being gay makes me great. It makes me great just like coming from the state of Illinois makes me great. Like everything that's happened in my life, everything that makes me who I am, is something that contributes to the person that I am, the work that I do, the relationships that I build. And so that's what I want to think about right now. Like I have so much to be grateful for, and even though my mental health and my depression sometimes negatively impacts my work, negatively impacts my life, negatively impacts my relationships, it also does so much to help me sympathize and understand my students, my friends, my family. You think I'm too sensitive maybe, but that sensitivity is what helps me excel in those relationships, in all of those things. And so that's what I'm celebrating tonight. 28 is not an exciting number, but I'm an exciting person. I have a lot to be grateful for. And so I thank all of you that have reached out to me, that have told me happy birthday, that have let me know that you're concerned about me over the past couple of weeks. Because even in your worst times, even when you're most stressed, you'll find out that you're surrounded by people that care about you. And that's what I've really learned the past 2 weeks of my life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And tonight when I'm out drinking, I'm gonna drink one for all of you. Well, just actually one for the collective. I'm not gonna drink one for literally every single person. So, have a great day. Bye.